Collective, welcome back to Divine Essence Tarot. This is Manisha. How are you guys doing? So today we will be taking a look at water signs. Pisces, Gemini, Cancer. I'm sorry guys. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. All right. Somebody could have Gemini in their chart. Okay. But I'm going to take a look at the person that you're currently dealing with. The person that you're connecting with at this time. I had every intention, guys, to record in the park yesterday, but the wind was just, it was outrageous. So, you know what I wound up doing? I did record, but I played it back. I watched it, and there was so much wind and so much kids screaming and just, you know, it was a lot. So I deleted that, and I said, I'm just going to wait until I get home. And here I am. So we're going to do water signs tonight. The person that you are currently dealing with and what their intentions are and, you know, how they feel about you and all that lovely stuff. Now, we're going to start with the oracles just to take a look at who they are. All right. Tell me more about this person. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors. Who is this person? Guidance, faith, healing, intuition, and dreams. That's interesting. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Hurting, crying, depressed, pain, and sorrow. Okay, tell me more. Childish, immature, argumentative, playing the victim. And one more for the road. Opposites attract. Lessons, not your usual type, different spiritual beliefs. Excuse me, guys. So what I can see for you guys, water signs, is that, first off, you have guidance from the divine when it comes to this connection with this person. Your intuition is something that is super strong, just automatically. All water signs have a superpower when it comes to feeling, and I mean feeling on next level. You can read people very easily. You don't even try. Your intuition is immaculate, okay? So when it comes to the connection that you're currently in with your person, I just see that you may look at them as someone that you need to heal from, just so far from what has come out. This person, you guys could get into it. You could clash a lot, is what I'm getting intuitively, is you could feel like you met this person to learn a lesson. They were put on your path. You see how this is a path, a road. They were put on your path, you could feel, for you to learn and take from this connection and move forward more wiser, you know, more wise and more mature and, you know, more aware of what you want and what you don't want in a relationship. Something clearly is going on with you guys and your person, water signs, because somebody, either you or your person, is hurting. Somebody's depressed. Somebody's in a dark place, crying, sad, feeling very low. I'm seeing that the person that you're dealing with, they could be in this energy. That's what I'm really getting. This is not you. This is them. I wonder why they're hurting. Why are they so gloomy? You know, why are they so sad and hurt? And so what happened? We're going to take a look at the tarot. We're going to take a look at tarot to see what exactly is going on. But from what I can see, they feel bad about something. Clearly. Or they could have put you in this energy. They could have done something that made you cry also. Energy, with tarot is interchangeable. So when I give the message, it could be for you, it could be for your person. So whoever it resonates for. But someone here, either one of you, is in a dark place. You feel bad. You feel very low. Your energy is low when you think about this connection in the state that it's in right now. Childish. Looks like the person that you're dealing with is somebody who they like to start arguments just for fun. It's fun to them. They love confrontation, they love drama. And this is somebody who, when you call them out on it and you let them know, hey, I didn't like that, or that was wrong what you did, you let them know, you voice your opinion on something, they will turn around and gaslight you. And that's very childish. This person could be younger than you, or if they're not, they could just act younger in their ways. But yeah, they turn a blind eye when it comes to what they do and the role that they play in the dysfunction of the relationship. They don't admit. This is somebody who has a huge ego that you're dealing with, and they cannot admit when they're wrong. They have a hard time even seeing the wrong in what they do. They feel like what they do is perfectly justified. They play the victim. You tell them that they hurt you, and then what they'll do is turn around and point out how you hurt them, instead of acknowledging the fact that they did you wrong or they made you feel some type of way. They can't acknowledge that. They would rather turn the finger on you and say, but you did this. So this is someone who doesn't hear. They won't take in. They like to argue just to get their point across and just to be right, but they don't hear. They're unable to hear the other person's side, and be neutral and be understanding. Opposites attract. So I can clearly see that, and this person could be a Gemini. Remember, I said that in the beginning. The person that you're dealing with, or you could have Gemini in your chart. But what I'm seeing is it looks like two fish at first glance, but then it's also the yin and the yang. So when you met this person, you could have not been automatically from the jump attracted to them, like, that love at first sight kind of thing. It's possible that that person had to grow on you, put it that way. The longer that you knew the person and you got to know this individual, the more you had feelings for them. So your feelings grew stronger with time. And as you can see, lessons, we talked about that you felt as though this person was a lesson. See how it says lessons on this card? And I said over here, you could feel like this person has been a lesson in your life. You could have different spiritual beliefs. It's possible. Some of you can resonate with the fact that you might be, for example, Christian, and the other person is Muslim. And, there's a clash when it comes to your deep spiritual beliefs, but you still connect on other levels. There's a lot of passion here. I can see that. Water is here. So that's you. Water signs, right? You could be connecting with a Leo or a fire sign as well, with this fire being represented over here. But you guys make it work. And when you think about water and fire, what happens when you throw water on a fire, right? It extinguishes. Okay, so there's like an opposing energy with you guys where you do bump heads naturally because you are just made differently. Your makeup is different. So you have you have a hard time understanding each other and getting on the same accord. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right, now let's get into some tarot now. I'm ready. Y'all ready? Water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Let's take a look at your person. Let's see who this person is, first of all. Who is this person, Spirit? Show me who this person is. Ooh, when I try to shuffle the deck and it gets stuck like that, it's automatically, for me, it shows me that the energy that I'm getting is very, ooh, look at that. Queen of Swords wanted to pop out. Somebody could be an air sign. Okay. But when the cards stick together like that, when I'm shuffling, instead of just gliding through my fingers, it shows me that you guys, again, you bump heads. You guys could argue quite a bit. There's a lot of passion between you in the bedroom, but also out of the bedroom, meaning when you guys fight and argue, it gets really intense. It could be like huge blowouts. Okay. All right, one more shuffle. Spirit, please show me who this person is. Who is this person that my water signs are dealing with? Okay. Let's take a look. Who is this person? What energy does this person actually show up in? The Sun reversed. This is somebody who, from what I can see, they have a dark energy to them. They could be very pessimistic. You know, one of those people who never, anytime you talk to them, they're having a bad day, or somebody has done something to them, or they just don't have anything good that has happened to them. And they carry this darkness. And I'd like to see more about that. Tell me more, Spirit. Six of Cups. Okay, this is the Six of Cups here. This is water. Well, this person, you do feel, you see how these two characters, the one is looking up at the other in adoration. And the one that's, you know, looks taller and bigger and is towering over that person, they have a cup of, it looks like a flower, right? That's in that cup. What it represents is that this person to you feels familiar, and that familiarity and that you feel almost like nostalgic when it comes to them, like you knew them before, or when you met and you connected with them, you got to know them, you felt comfortable right away. You did feel comfortable with them, and you guys do share a fondness for one another. Okay, this person does care about you and you care about them. That's one thing that I can see. Okay, you feel like you feel safe with them, you feel comfortable with them. But I did see, you were with me when I pulled these oracle cards over here where there's some type of issues going on. So let's see. All right, we see who this person is. There's somebody who, although they're pessimistic, there's something about them that feels down to earth, is what I just got. And you feel that you can be yourself with them. You can be vulnerable with them. Okay. Let's see what the blockage is in your connection. What is the blockage for my water signs? Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is the blockage, and cups represent water. Okay. What I can see here is that, let me just pull one more, Spirit. The Moon reversed. Let me show you in the upright how it looks. Okay. So the Moon reversed and the Ace of Cups as the blockage. Someone in the connection is overly, what's the word to use? Anxious. They could also be very, they could be hiding things, very secretive. And the blockage is that the new beginning that you guys could have it's not able to take off because someone here is hiding things. Everything is a secret. Everything is hidden when it comes to what this person has going on. Now, this could either be you hiding things or it could be them. But the blockage is somebody in this connection, these two people, you and them, somebody's hiding. And it's preventing you from having this new opportunity together. Okay. And another thing too is that something that has happened between you guys, maybe a betrayal or some lies that have been, something has been found out. Because the moon being reversed is letting me know that the secret is no longer hidden too. So you may have found out recently that they were up to no good. They could have been, for example, talking to somebody behind your back. They could have been in contact with an ex, or, you know, maybe you found them on a dating site. Something that was hidden is coming to light. Okay. All right. Now, how does your person feel about you? Let's take a look at that. How does my collective water signs, how does their person feel about them? Knight of Wands came reversed. I'm going to show it to you in the upright. They feel that you're reckless. They could feel that you're very reckless and impulsive. To them, you could have a temper, a bad temper. But they feel like you're one of these people that don't think before you act. You make a move first and then think about the consequences later. And that's how they feel. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Well, they're coming out as the Queen of Pentacles. So, and this could be male or female energy now. Remember, in tarot, there's no gender. But this person could be very well off in their money. That their money could be doing really well. They might have a very good job. They could be, you know, abundant in their life, have everything set the way it needs to be, their house, their car. They have, you know, substantially, they have set themselves up in such a way where they're independent and, you know, they are able to hold their self down, this person. But how they feel about you is that you're someone who is giving, caring, nurturing. You're not selfish with them. You know, if you have it, you will give to them. And you bring light to their life. You see all that yellow in the background? You make them happy, is how they feel about you. You definitely bring happiness, positivity to them. Because remember, they came out as the sun reversed. So you balance them out. And remember, we talked about opposites attracting, right? Opposites attracting. The sun was reversed for their energy, but you're coming out as the Queen of Pentacles. So it just shows how you guys are like night and day. And they are attracted to your warmth. You have a warmth about you. You're somebody who is a hard worker. This is how they feel, that you're a hard worker and that you're about growth. You want things to go the distance when it comes to them. They do feel that way. Well, how do you feel about them? Let's see how you feel about them. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, the Wounded Warrior. This is the Nine of Wands. This came reversed. It's showing that you don't have any more fight left in you. You guys argue too much. It's too many. All of these wands here represent obstacles, arguments, drama, chaos, and fights. And this came reversed. So it's showing that where you used to have the will to continue to fight for this relationship and make it work. See how his head is all bandaged up, but he still has that wand in his hand. If this would have came upright, it would show that you are You still in it to fight for it, but it came reversed. You don't have any more energy to put into the arguing, I think, is what kills it for you in this relationship. The clashing, and it gives you a headache. It literally gives you a headache. This person gives you a headache. The arguing makes you sick. It's how you feel about them. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands. Page of Cups. So how you feel about them is that you would love to, I feel like you're also one of these people that come in and you have a good sense of humor. You know, you can, sometimes when you guys are arguing, you might crack a joke, you know, to try to lighten the mood. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you have this jovial, fun, playful, kid-like energy about you. But you know, even though you want to offer this with this Page of Cups, cups are your energy, water. You want to offer them your cup of love, your cup of affection. You just don't have the energy anymore to go back and forth. That's the problem. Okay. What's the advice here? Let's see what the advice is for your connection. What's the advice for my water signs? Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. And tell me more, Spirit. King of Swords, which came reversed. Let me show you. Okay. Well, I mean, that's a lot of swords. And Ten of Swords is like, if you add these swords, the 9 with this one sword that's over here that just came out with this card, is Ten of Swords. And Ten of Swords means there's an ending. So what I'm getting is that Spirit, and this is your advice, that Spirit may want you to pull the plug on this because it has you like this, or it has had you like this in the recent past, and you need to come out of that. This is being up in your head. This is what you have with this person, the back and forth that you guys go through. I can see it causes anxiety. It may keep you up at night, you know, especially at night when you're trying to rest. You can't sleep. You could be having nightmares about, or just bad dreams about, you know, your relationship, this person, and it's causing you stress. It's making you depressed, or it has in the past. And so Spirit is saying, stand firm with this King of Swords. Stand firm in what you know that you deserve and what you know that you don't want. And be diligent, you know, communicate to this person how you feel. Also, let them know, like, look, this is not something that I want to continue, because if we're going to continue to stress each other out, this is just not healthy. Let them know. This sword in the King of Swords hand, you see how the sword is, it's pointed up. There's clouds up there, right up there, but you know, behind the throne, which is letting me know that you're someone who likes to be very clear and concise and direct, and you like things to be very transparent. And so Spirit is advising you to continue to be that way and let this person know where you stand. And even if they don't like it, that's on them. You have to be true to yourself. This energy right here, you don't need to be in. This is your life. Do you want to live your life like this? No, absolutely not. I feel like, you know, you have to listen to your own gut. Go with how you really feel. Do you feel like it's worth it to continue with this person? It's up to you, collective. It really is. But, you know, what I would like to do is end it. I want to end it with the pendulum here that I have. I've been using the pendulum in the past couple of videos, right? And so I want to do that now. And I want you to think of a question that you want answered, and a yes or no question. So think of something, for example, like, is this person really for me? Or does this person love me? Or, for example, is this going to last? Or should I walk away? Whatever. Things like that. Questions that are yes or no. Okay? Not open-ended questions. Yes or no question. And I want you to think about it right now, what that question is. And I'm going to use my pendulum here. And just to get you guys familiar, how I have set my pendulum is when it rocks. See how it's rocking front and back, right? I'm rocking it. I'm moving it front and back, right? But all I do is hold it. I hold it from here and I let it go. So whatever way it swings. If it swings back and forth, that's a yes. If it swings side to side, that's a no. If it swings round and round, that's a maybe. Okay? So think of your question. Think of your question, collective. I'll give you a few seconds. All right. And hopefully you guys are ready now. Okay. So ask your question, and this is the answer to it. Okay, let me see. I want to make sure you have it. All right. Here we go. It's a yes. That's a yes to your question. That is a definite yes. Okay, now I'm going to ask one question for you. And my question will be, is this person that the collective is dealing with, is this person someone they should stay in connection with? Or should they walk away? Should my collective walk away from this person? Yes or no? Let's take a look. Remember, front and back is yes or no. Side to side is no. And round is maybe. Should my collective walk away, Spirit? Oh, it's swinging strong too. You see how strong it is? That's a definite yes, that you should walk away from them. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Listen, I hope that this reading helped you in some way, shine the light on something that you were questioning. And again, if you guys want a personal, in-depth, personalized reading, specific, then you can always check out my email in the description box. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment. You're more than welcome to share. Subscribe to the channel. I'm always welcoming new individuals into the family, the Divine Essence family. And I will see you guys soon. All right. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Later.